ashes of the last trade. Zoe Carter, barely old enough to manage her own bank account, watched the glowing chart. She understood the basic rule of finance: the risk-return trade-off, the more risk you take. The higher the potential reward, and vice versa. Zoe knew Ethereum promised massive returns, the kind that could fund her education and her dreams. But earning those rewards demanded massive risk, her entire life savings. The possibility of escaping years of struggle was too tempting to ignore. Meanwhile, miles away in a high-rise office, Richard Halley, a Wall Street titan, scoffed at the hype. Richard believed Ethereum was pure speculation. Destined to fail. High potential reward always signals a high, inherent risk of failure, he thought. Richard saw an opportunity not just for profit, but for certainty. He executed a trade, betting billions against the token or shorting it. Confident that hype must always collapse into reality, his risk was immense. But his conviction in his calculation was absolute. The clock ticked down to the token's big launch event. Hype flooded every news feed. Zoe, ignoring the cautious voice in her head, took a deep breath and clicked confirm. Everything she owned was now riding on Ethereum's success. For 5 dazzling minutes, Ethereum soared far beyond expectations. Zoe gasped, watching her balance multiply instantly on the screen before her eyes. It was the highest return she could have dreamed of. She thought she was rich. Then a shudder ran through the market. A few small sell orders appeared, then hundreds, then a massive flood of millions. The price didn't just fall. It evaporated. The brilliant green screen turned violently, sickeningly red. In less than 60 seconds, Zoe's account registered 0. The risk she took had not only devoured the potential return, but the principal to her life savings, her entire future, were gone in the digital silence of the collapse. Richard, expecting a controlled, gradual crash, watched his perfectly calculated strategy backfire horribly. The sheer, catastrophic volatility triggered massive margin calls across his hedge fund. He had underestimated the systemic risk, and his confidence was now destroying him. Both Zoe and Richard had gambled everything, blinded by the lure of extreme returns. In the ashes of their final trade, they learned the cruelest law of finance: greed magnifies risk beyond measure. And sometimes, when tragedy strikes, nothing is left to survive. The end.